friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Prajita Lokhande. I am from SAS Institute of Management Studies, Odisha. My subject is labor law and my the presentation topic name is the Factors Act 1948. So now we will see further Factors Act in India. So in India, the first Factors Act was passed in 1881. This act was basically designed to protect the children and to provide a few measures for the health and safety to the workers. So this law was applicable to only those factors which employed 10 or more 100 or more workers. So in 1891, another Factors Act was passed which extended to the factors employees which is 50 or more the workers. So moving further, we will see Factors Act include. So in this, first point is health, second point is safety, third point is welfare, fourth point is welfare work hours of adults. Next point and the last point is annual leave with the wages. So we will see now the definition. So factor is defined in the section 2M of the Act. It means any premises included the present therefore. The first one is whereon the 10 or more workers are working or whether working on any day on the preceding the 12 months and in any part of which a manufacturing process is being carried or with the aid of the power or is ordinary so carried on. And then next point is whereon the 20 or more workers are working or we are working on the day of the preceding the 12 months and in any part of which is manufacturing process is being carried on without the aid of the power or is ordinary so carried on but does not include a mine subject to the operation of the Mines Act 1952 or a mobile unit belonging to the armed force of the Union, a railway running shed, or a hotel, or a restaurant, and or an eating place. So now we will see what are the objectives. So main objective of the Factors Act 1948 is to ensure the adequate safety measures and to promote the health and the safety and the welfare of the workers employed in factories. The Act also makes the provisions regarding the employment of women and young persons including children and adolescents, and will live with the wages, etc. The Act extended to the whole of the India, including Jammu and Kashmir, and covers all the manufacturing process and establishment falling within the definition of factory as defined US 2M of the Act. Unless otherwise provided, also applicable to the factories and belonging to the central state government, section 116. So now moving further, we will see the provisions regarding the health. So first point is cleanliness. Second point is disposals of waters and effluents. Third point is ventilation and temperature. Fourth point is dust and fumes. Fifth point is artificial humidification. Sixth point is overcrowding. Seven point is lighting. Eight point is drinking water. Nine point is latrines and urinals. 10 point is sputons. So moving further, we will see the provisions regarding freezing and machinery. Second one is work on near machinery in motion. Third point is employment on young persons to dangerous machine. Streaking gear and devices for the cutting of power. Self-acting machines claim of new machineries, prohibition of employment of women and children near the cotton space, hoist, lifting machines and others, and also resolving machineries and pressure plants. So moving further, we will see the provisions regarding welfare of workers. So first point is washing facilities. Second one is facilities for storing and drying clothing. Third point is facilities for the sitting. First aid facilities also there, getting cantines, shelters, restrooms and lounge rooms, creches, welfare officers. So these are the provisions. So next provisions regarding hazardous process. So these process were instructed to the act under a new chapter by the factories Amendment Act 1987. This act instructed two new schedules. First is listing the industries involving those process and also relating to the permissible levels of the certain chemical substances in the working environment. So, what will the working hours for the adults? So, weekly hours 48 hours, weekly holidays at least one day in a week, and substitute holidays, and also the compensatory holidays. Daily hours will be the 9 hours, intervals for the rest at least half an hour, and spread over, and also a night shift. So, what will be restriction on employment of a human, women and children? So work between 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. only. A strictly restriction for the women for the employment between 10 p.m. to 5 p.m. Employment of the women in a night shift is permitted only in the case of the fish cooking and the fish canning. So what will be the annual leave with the wages? So annual leave with the wages. Second one is wages during the leave period, payment in advance in the certain cases, mode of the recovery of unpaid wages, and the last is the power to make the rules. So next is offenses. A court can take the organize of the offense only when the complaint is made within the 3 months of the date on which the aligned commission of the offense came to the knowledge of the inspector. But where the offense consist of disobeying a written order made by the inspector, so complaint may be made within the 6 months of the commission of the offense. So what will the penalties? So general penalties for the offense. Next point is penalty for the contribution of the provisions relating to the hazardous process. Penalty for the obstructing inspector. Penalty for the disclosing results of the analysis. Penalty relating to carry of new machineries. Penalties to offense by the workers' parents, and penalty to offense by the practitioner, and penalty for the employee child labor. Thank you.